Hey, hey, hey! Hello, everybody. Welcome. Apologies, I'm slightly late than what I said I would be, which was 6 p.m. Singapore time. Nevertheless, I am here for what did I name it? I named it the 5-Figure in 30 Days webinar. And I'm pleased to say this is going to be a series that I'm going to be coming with a webinar every Thursday around this time. Okay, this is absolutely golden stuff. So I'm so happy to be here doing this for you today. Hi, Janet. Yes, so that's what we're doing today. And who am I? Hi, Emily. So who am I? I am Anita Gosa. I'm the Liberation Money Coach. And today we are going to be talking about, really, this is for women like myself, right? So I was a corporate woman that was ready for that freedom. But so maybe you're a consultant, maybe you're a director, maybe you're an executive, maybe you're a professional, maybe you're an entrepreneur that's really wanting to escape, right? That's really wanting to escape the rat race or the bullshit and get into instant income. Yeah, hi. Get into instant income, liberation, freedom, and joy. Okay, and that's what the 5-Figure in 30 Days webinar is all about. Okay, and we're gonna be hitting different parts of this as we go through and build our journey together here. Okay, so I'm super excited to be launching this today. And giving you the very first piece of that, okay? So, what is my story, right? What is my story? So, what you're going to get to know today, let me tell you that first. What you're going to get to know today is exactly how to leave, right? Exactly how to leave your corporate job with confidence and create a consistent income, okay? In your very own business and create 5 figures plus every month and do 6 figures in your first year of business and then continue from there and grow from there. Okay, and how to create a business, not that you just make that kind of money and you're absolutely shattered and you're killing yourself and there's no joy, there's no freedom, all right, there's no liberation, but how to create that business with extreme joy, yeah, and extreme romance as well, right, and great relationships, really enjoying what you've created. Okay, so that's a big part of Liberate Me. And how to really love your life and to love the skin you are in, okay? So not creating another job for yourself. How to really enjoy the ride, which we all know, entrepreneurship, if it was that fucking easy, everybody would be doing it, right? But it's not the actual entrepreneurship or the, let me come, sell something and have a business and have a service. Pretty easy, right? People are doing that all around the world. Corporates are doing that all around the world, right? We're buying stuff all of the time, right? But so there's like an invisible barrier that is holding us back, telling us that this is very hard, right? And it's not the logical stuff, okay? So I can tell you that for nothing. So what would be the point of creating another job for yourself? We don't want to do that, okay? Hi, Anjana. How are you, my love? So this is about true liberation, right? True liberation. This really, I'm a very real person. And, what it took me to get to where I am today is no walk in the park. All right, you want your dream, you gotta really, really want it, right? And it's so worth it. It is so worth it. I would walk through fire for my dream. There's nothing I wouldn't do. I put myself into $60,000 of credit card debt, right, to do this, right? And if I didn't, I wouldn't be where I was today, right? There is nothing I wouldn't do. That's when you've made a decision, right? A true decision that this is something you want to do. But we don't want to do it in a way that's going to kill us, right? We want to do it in a way that is liberated, okay? So in this webinar, 5 figures in 30 days, which is what I did, which is what I help my clients do, and 6 figures in the first year, which I was told was impossible by many logical and theoretical and practical people. And I get it, because most people in the world believe that, okay? And they think, oh, this must be something weird going on here, right? There's not, okay? So I want you to know that as I go through this webinar, please comment, please take notes, please let me know your ahas, any breakthroughs you're having, any questions you have. You know, I'm here to serve you, so let me know what questions you have for me, okay? If we don't get to them today, I'll either answer them in the chat later if they're in the comments, or I will come back to them in a future live, okay? Sound good? Cheers. Let's get started. Just gonna have some tea. Okay, so I'm looking at my notes here so I don't go off. I have a tendency to go off, but I want to keep within 45 minutes to an hour max today, okay? And I really want to give you some value. My intention is for this to be really potent for you, yeah. So that's my intention, and I want you right now to set your intention for being here right now. Okay, we are never anywhere by accident. I don't believe that. So Anjana, Janet, Emily, whoever is here, others watching the background, those that come on the replay, just give us a hashtag replay and let me know you're here. And just comment, what is my intention today? You know, if I could get anything out the next 45 minutes, an hour, what would that be? Yeah, what would that be? And my intention for you is for you to be in an open mindset, right? So you can receive what's here for you, because it's very new, right? It may not be something you've heard before, okay? And that allows you to have a potent shift within yourself that allows you to move to a action, do something, right? Otherwise, we are just kidding ourselves, really, you know? It's just another webinar that we watch and we're like, yeah, that's nice. It's kind of inspirational. You know, I don't want that. I want you to be able, my intention is for it to shift you and for you to do something that you've never done before and take a brave action and a leap without knowing, you know, how that will turn out, okay? And just allowing yourself that level of liberation and freedom, okay? So who's in for that? Give me a hell yes, or a yes or a love heart, or whatever you want to give me. Give me something, okay? Because your interaction really allows you to embed what we're going to be talking about today, and it allows me to feel like I'm not talking to myself, which is always fun. Yeah. All right, so let me know, what is your intention for being here today? So we are going to be covering, not all today, but partly. My intention is to embody 5 figures today. Ah, perfect. Love it. Thanks, Janet. We are going to be covering money, mindset, emotions, relationships, the invisible barrier, marketing, magnetizing energy, tools and proven systems to help you create a life you love. Right? From the inside out. It's an inside job, people. This is the best kept secret ever, right? And if you don't know what that means, then let me have your questions, right? Don't sit there in silence. This is a really safe space. Sometimes I'm really, I swear sometimes, or I'm very direct, right? Because I like results. But it's not that it's not a safe space. You're very safe here, okay? And I guard that with all my love. It's really about adding that light, putting light onto what you can't see and what's really holding you back, okay? So you can actually shift forward. That's what this is about, okay? So I want you to know that if you don't know me, right? And there's people here today that do know me, so they can tell you themselves how that plays out, all right? But I do want you to know this is a safe space. This is a collaborative space. This is women supporting women, okay? I did a controversial live the other day about the truth about women, and, you know, listen to that. That's another rant, so I won't go into that. That's why I have my notes here, so I don't, okay? and how to launch your business. Or if you've launched your business and you just create another job or live in hell for yourself, then let's talk. Not all is lost, okay? There's a reason for why you're feeling the way you're feeling, and I'm going to tell you that today, okay? So let me just get my little notes here. So the promise I want to make you today and liberate me. Hi, Ida. Nice to see you, darling. The promise I want to make you today is that you will love it, right? If you're the kind of person that doesn't like fluff, you like straight to the point training, where you can get your pressing questions answered, and you can only get those answered if you interact, right? So, you know, fortune, what is it? I forgot the saying now. Fortune favors the brave, right? Fortune favors the brave. Okay? So I understand, I totally get that. Oh, it's so scary, but come out, ask your questions, you know, that's why I'm here. And to learn the techniques and the systems that are working today, in today's world, okay? And why they're working. It's the new way, right? It's not the old way of launching a business and marketing. It's really real. We really get to honor ourselves and be ourselves and do what we love. But, right? The hard bit is we become vulnerable, right? We've got to really show ourselves for who we are. Yeah? We've really got to show ourselves for who we are, our genuine souls, our journey, whatever business we choose, we've really got to show that piece of ourselves. And that is cathartic, I'm telling you. Having a purpose, or even having a longing to have a purpose, is really confronting, right? This is why we're not meant to do this stuff alone, and this is why this group is here. This is why I work with the clients I work with. This is why I work with great mentors. So I work with women that are really, you know, are ready to invest in themselves, are ready to take a leap, are ready to say, what I know, I want to know this. I know it's confronting, I'm ready to do what it takes. Yeah? And I know I'm connected to this or to this, and I know I'm going to invest, okay? They're standing there ready to invest, finding ways to do that, okay? Just like I did, you know, because I made the decision that I know I didn't know what my purpose was straight away, and I don't come from a background that is all roses, and I won't go into a massive part about that. But if you don't know who I am, you know, my story is I'm a UK-born Indian. I come from a very strict cultural upbringing in the past, which for me, you know, I went through abuse from my mother, physical abuse, so I was really shut down. My voice was very shut down. It was also in the culture, you know, you had to be a certain way, act a certain way, put a multitude of masks on, and, you know, behave, I guess. There were big expectations. And I don't think that's just about being UK-born Indian. I think we all have this to some extent, right? That we're taught to put a mask on very early and suppress parts of ourselves. And that pain sort of comes along, okay? And then, you know, the worst moment of my life was losing my dad to suicide at 17. And this is why I believe there's nothing worse than a wasted life and living inauthentically and not finding your voice and purpose, okay? This is a big reason around my why, you know, that goes into the background. And I tell you this not to tell you, you know, oh, poor me. I'm telling you this because, you know, what we go through is really, it holds our gift in it. So if we are able to be vulnerable about that, the bigger our gift gets revealed, the bigger what we desire can be attracted towards us, because we are now stepping into our real, vulnerable, authentic selves, right? For real. And we are loving ourselves enough to say, that's okay. You know, I can have that story and still be a six-figure successful coach. I don't need to put a mask on, okay? So that's really important. So and then, you know, on from there, I was 18 years in the corporate world, selling my soul, pretending to be something I wasn't, faking it. I'll go into that in a minute, okay? But that gives you a little bit of background on me. And really the defining moment was for me was when I left the corporate world, and I was being bullied by someone in the office, because yeah, it never ends until you deal with it. You can run, but you can't hide. Doesn't matter if you move jobs, move countries, you can't get away from that shit. Anyone ever noticed that? There's only one common denominator, and that is ourselves, right? And I say that with love, but that's great because we don't get to control anyone else anyway. It's an inner healing journey, okay? So that's what you're going to get today. So not only the logical theory, the strategy, the intense way of doing things, that doesn't work anyway, right? It doesn't work anyway. If you're riding around the surface and we're not willing to really be vulnerable, right? Or know how to do that in a way that it is appropriate for business, then we are lowering ourselves. We're diminishing ourselves. We're diminishing. And there's something that's coming behind that of why we're doing that. So are you diminishing yourself? Feel that for yourself. Do you diminish yourself? Do you play smaller than you really are? Do you not want to show the world the whole truth about yourself? Is there some shame going on there? Yeah, what's going on for you? Yeah. First point is always acknowledging. If you can't acknowledge, you're just having a fight. And trust me, you're not fighting with anyone else. You're fighting with yourself. Okay? And that's just exhausting. Trust me. That's where time just goes in the bin because we're just having an internal fight with ourselves. Okay? So this is where you get to stop that. What else? So what I want to talk about is what it really takes to have confidence in yourself, okay? And what is really holding you back? What is really holding you back to really get that breakthrough, okay? Just looking at my notes here. In everything, so not just in fast cash, in your relationships, and love and everything, right? And health. And how they're all connected, okay? For real, because what we do here is real extreme joy, wealth, right? And love and romance, yeah? All of these things together, because they actually all affect each other. We're not like separate human beings that have all of these different parts of our lives play out separately. One affects the other. You may be thinking, what's this got to do with launching into business? And I will tell you, okay? So we're opening that up today. And what precisely is needed to get to the next level, yeah? Not just, so what precisely is needed to get to that next level, right? So what do you think you need right now, right? What's the instant answer that comes up? What do I need now? What do I need to get to my next level, right? What is it I need? And write that down and share it in the comments, okay? Because it's interesting where that's coming from. And if you share it, then it's something I can integrate and help you with while I'm here. Yeah. So what precisely is needed to get to the next level? Not just on one area of life, right? Success in one area of life at the cost of every other area of life is not success, right? I quoted Steve Jobs the other day in one of the posts. And even though that was success, he shortchanged himself, right? Because he didn't have extreme joy and health. And in the end, he paid for it with his health, right? It doesn't need to be that way. You can have that amazing gift that he had, that amazing riches, that amazing life, that amazing creativity, right? But you can also have the beautiful lifestyle, the luxury, and all of that, if you understand what it takes, okay? And I'm going to give you one big step of that today. So I don't want to overwhelm you, okay? I don't want to overwhelm you, but I want to give you the one step today. Excited, right? So let me stay on track. I'm trying to stay on track. I tend to go off track, and then I'll be here for hours. So success in one area of life is not success, right? Who's had that? Who's had success in one area of their life? So you've had success at work and your relationship's a shit show, or it's just suffering. Yeah? Right? Is that what we're really wanting? Do you want success in one area of life or all areas of life? Right? And do you believe that one affects the other? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. Yes or no? Does one affect the other or not? Or do you think you can separate them? Yeah? It's understanding where you're at to know where you got to go to. Okay? And how to bust through the fear and procrastination. Yeah? We all suffer from this thing called fear and procrastination. What is that? What is that? So I'm going to tell you today what that is and how to bust through it, okay? Like a badass liberated warrior, okay? So that's what I'm looking to do today. And then I also have an ebook that I've just produced and I'm super excited. Well, I haven't just produced it. That's a bit of a lie, actually. I had it from before, but I'm updating it at the moment, okay? So how to set standards and boundaries to create fast cash to freedom in 30 days, okay? How to set standards and boundaries, because standards and boundaries are around creating fast cash to freedom in 30 days, okay? How to get 5 figures in 30 days. I'll get my numbers way up in a minute. Yeah, how to get that. So number one is authenticity, vulnerability. So write that down. There is no other way, right? You can't fake it. You really got to put yourself out there, right? For real. Because people don't buy, they don't buy what you do as such, they buy you, right? That's why there is no competition in the world. There just isn't. It doesn't matter if like 50,000 people are doing the same thing as you. I know. Wow. Which means we can collaborate and not be afraid that someone's going to take our business. Okay? It's okay. There is no competition. There's never too many of anything. You know, there's never too many coaches, too many fashion designers, too many stylists, there's abundance of opportunity because each of you are unique. There are 8 billion, I can't ever say that correctly, 8 billion people in the world, okay? And there's a group of those that are just for you, that just want you. But they are not able to connect with you if you are unable to be genuine and vulnerable and really be you, right? You like here, you with your friends, you with your, everybody, like not a different mask for different people. Because as a recovering people pleaser, I can tell you I wore a lot of masks, okay? I sort of gave half of myself and not all of myself, you know, all of that. Anyone recognize that feeling? Let me know. So how to bust through that. So number one is vulnerability, okay? And then number 2 is standards. Standards, ladies, standards. Raise your standards and boundaries, raise them. It's okay for me to have standards and stick to them. Yeah, it's okay. Because when you do that, when you say, this is who I am, these are my standards around your business, around your relationship, around yourself, with yourself, right? Everything changes. You open up the door because you're saying, I'm of value. I am of high value. I am worth something. You know, people are not going to throw money at you if you're not worth something, right? If you're not, and they're not going to give you loads of love and want to be around you, just like money. Money is an energy, by the way. They're not going to want to do that, right? If you don't value yourself, right? Well, you're not valuable. Why do I want to do that, right? And the way you are valuable to people is in those 2 ways, by being really vulnerable, you know, and really real, really genuine, right? From the heart, the real you, the truth of you, finding your true voice. And sometimes you're like, is that me? Oh, there's like this conflict, right? Internal conflict. And I'll tell you what that's about, okay? I'm just gonna have a sip of tea. Let me have your questions, if you have any questions. So it's that internal conflict, okay? And what's going on there and how that's holding us back. So I have this ebook for anyone that books a call with me today. So I'm looking for brave, liberated warriors, yeah? That really want to achieve this in record time. And I am so excited. You know, I want to do this for as many women as possible in 2020 into this decade, okay? If you watch my controversial live, it was 70% of women that are earning less than $50,000 a year, diminishing themselves in every respect, playing small, being a wallflower, you know, and, you know, waiting their turn. We have women that have husbands that are, you know, that easily invest in themselves, thousands and thousands and thousands, and then they feel guilty to invest in themselves and all of this. And we have these amazing gifts inside of us that can be monetized easily because it has real value, right? I'm not selling shit. It has real value, right? And it's important to know that, right? You need to understand what your value is. And for that, you require boundaries and standards. What are boundaries and standards? Does anyone know? Give me in the comments if you do. What are they? They are what make you feel good. They are what protects and honors you. They are what is knowing what belongs to someone else and what belongs to you. Okay? So write that down. There's 3 levels, right? There's people pleaser, complete freaking doormat, right? Which I was, right? And then there's my way or the highway, which is swinging from people pleaser, then going the other side and having a brick wall up. And, you know, yeah, you keep the good out, but you keep the bad out, but you also keep the good from coming in, right? Because you think, oh, I have to protect myself. That's never going to happen to me again. Right? It's kind of subconscious, but that's what's happening, yeah? Which also leaves you feeling very lonely. And obviously in the middle, we've got that nice way of healthy boundaries, which are really graceful, and they're carefrontational, not confrontational, is what I always say, okay? That's the important thing. And I've got a beautiful ebook and exactly how you can use them to get 5 figures in 30 days. So just put your name in the chat, or yes, or book a call. If you book a call, hopefully the links are there. Otherwise, I will put the link up later for a breakthrough call. So for you to find out how this is going to work for you, okay? And then you will not only get the ebook, which, you know, it has some of the best scripts in the world, I would say, on boundaries and standards, and to snap out of the people pleaser trap, okay? That you have found yourself in, okay? Constantly saying yes to shit you don't want to, licking ass, right? When you know that you're being taken advantage of. And I've also going to include a kick-ass video training on boundaries, yeah, that I actually did in one of my programs for my clients a long time. This is never released, okay, before, that I will also give you to set your standards. So all of that is worth well over, right, $500, well over, okay, if you use it, okay, to take you through how this is done. So all you need to claim that bonus bonanza, because it's not Friday, but I've got the Friday feeling. I think because I'm in my new office, which I love, by the way. Can I just show you my office? I just love it. Sorry, I'm so excited about my office. It's so pretty. Anyway, look at it out there. Need to get out there, get some sunshine. That's Singapore, sorry. Anyway, just wanted to share, okay? Environment is also very important. I've been talking a lot about that. Anyway, I won't digress. So you will get that bonus bonanza, okay? By putting your name in here, or just book the call. Just book the call, right? It's free. It's complimentary, yeah? I'm a very busy lady, doing a whole ton of things, running a 6-figure business, enjoying my life, which is also really important. So, you know, I don't know how long I'll be doing those for, but at the moment they are there, they are limited. Take advantage, yeah? They're life-changing stuff. So, and you will get that bonus bonanza. And I'm also willing to give it to anybody that brings in 10 women into this group. Yeah, so invites 10 women into this group. And then I'm willing to give you that bonus bonanza as well, okay? And the way I'm going to know that is for you to either send me a private message or tag me into a post in the group and say, Anita, I've introduced this person, 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 this. Yep, 10 people And that bonus bonanza is all yours, okay? And you can get support in the group for how to use it and how to utilize it and all of that, okay? So I want you to know that you've got that. So my question for you is, are you ready? Are you ready to take responsibility for your happiness? Yes or no? Please comment and at least acknowledge that to yourself. Boundaries are self-love, self-confidence coming from the solar plexus chakra, your gut. Beautiful. Absolutely. Absolutely. So your solar plexus is like your seat of power, right? It's really your power seat, where your gift comes from in many respects. So absolutely. And it is self-loving. Yeah, it's really, when you love yourself, it means you also love others. When you have, people need boundaries. Otherwise they're like, I don't know. Am I taking advantage? Am I not taking advantage? They want that. They want to know where they stand, don't you? It is actually very loving. It's two-way love, the way it's taught in Liberate Me. And we do things very differently here, okay? Very, very differently. So number one question for you, are you ready to take responsibility? Radical responsibility for your happiness? Yes or no? Yes or no? Really acknowledge that, because if you're not, right, and I say this with the utmost love, you're shortchanging yourself, right, which breaks my heart. But you've got to want this more than I want it for you, even though I really want it for you, right? But you've got to want this more than I want it for you, right? It's called personal. I can't do that for you, right? You've got to say, I want this. Yeah? So, yeah, absolutely. So answer that question for yourself. Are you ready to take radical responsibility for your happiness? Yes. We got some yeses. I got some love hearts. Brilliant. Are you ready to take radical responsibility for your financial future? Yes or no? Yes or no? Because if the answer is yes, in one fell swoop, this could change the rest of your life. This is what I mean. I want this to be so potent for you. Because if the answer to those questions are yes, then all you need to know is how to get there, right? Because we don't know what we don't know. That's why we go and find someone that does know, right? To shortcut that process. So if you're anything like me and like things to come fast and you like to shortcut that process, then definitely speak to me. Okay? Definitely book a call. And really take heed of what I'm saying here and implement everything. Okay? That's radical responsibility. Ask questions. Yes! Janet, thank you. I know you are, babe. I know you are. Yeah. So, because when you do say yes, when you say yes, I'm ready to take radical responsibility for my happiness. I'm not looking for that outside of me. I'm going to take responsibility for that first. Yeah, whether I feel like I should be doing it or not, and somebody else should make me happy, I'm going to take radical responsibility. I'm going to give that to myself first. Because honestly and truly, lovelies, if you cannot do that for yourself, no one else can do it for you. If you cannot make yourself happy, if you cannot have a relationship with yourself, yeah, and you cannot take responsibility for your financial future, you don't love yourself enough for that, then nobody else can do that for you. You're not going to get that through a lover or a soulmate, you know. They're going to be attracted to you because you're in that power already, because you already say, I am lovable, I have value. So if you're struggling with that, I totally get it. It's really normal. There's nothing wrong with you. But it's about acknowledging this now, because this is the keys to fast cash freedom. This is the key to making 5 figures in 30 days. Moving this stuff out the way. What's stopping you? What's stopping you, okay? Hi, Sharon, darling. Nice to see you, my love. So this is a thing that is stopping you, right? And it's okay. It's okay. The first step is answer the question, am I ready to take radical responsibility for my happiness? Yes or no? And get real. I mean, if the answer's no, the answer's no, right? At least you know where you stand, right? Am I ready to take radical responsibility for my financial future? Yeah, that means, you know, anything other than progress is excuses. And I say that with love. That means I don't know how to stop feeling the way I'm feeling, but I'm going to do something about it. Yeah, I'm just going to take the next step. And as at the end of this, you want to be heading to one radical action that you're going to take. One thing that you're going to do as a result of being here today. Okay? So if that's coming forward for you already, then put it in the chat or start writing down ideas. So what could I do from what I've already learned? Okay? Because this stuff is golden. This stuff is golden if you're taking it in. Okay? If you're really allowing yourself to be present, if you're allowing yourself to arrive here, be here and understand that. Okay? And that's when you will, in one foul swoop, have radically different results, okay? In your life on every front, okay? This is why I say the domino effect, okay? And I'm going to tell you how that is done in just a second, okay? So, have you been, let's start here with the how. Okay, answer this question for yourself and answer it in the chat. Okay, just keeping an eye on the time. Are you or have you been very successful, even if that's on the surface and you're like, yeah, I know it says I'm successful, but I don't believe it. Are you very successful, or have you been very successful, at least on paper, but still a people pleaser? Yes or no? On some level. Radical honesty is where radical responsibility comes from. Yeah? And that's how we get that radically different results. That's how we get, that's where it starts. This is a starting point. This is everything. You can have all the strategy, the marketing in the world. We do all of that as well. Okay? But if you don't have this piece, you may as well pack up and go home, or you're gonna struggle. Okay, you're gonna struggle a lot. Hey Queen, nice to see you here. So, give me the answer to that question. Have you been successful in any right in your life, at least on paper? Yes or no? Yeah, but you're still a people pleaser. In my own experience, I know that I felt so alone as a boss and a director in the corporate world. Many times I was not respected, okay? I was running around doing a lot of things, feeling like I was just getting nowhere. Do you ever feel like that? So I put in the hours, I put in the night shifts, and still, you know, it wasn't enough, right? And I was honoring other feelings above my own. Are you doing that? Are you honoring other feelings above your own? Okay, this is where the bonus bonanza, I've talked about the ebook and the video training around, you know, the standards and the boundaries for fast cash to freedom in 30 days that I'm giving to you for free. Yeah, for booking a call or introducing 10 people into the group. This is where it comes from, right? It's honoring others' feelings, to-do lists, thoughts, as if they're your own. Who's doing that? Anybody? Let me know. Or at least have this personal process for yourself, okay? Because I know this stuff is hard to admit, yeah? I'm just going to shake my shoulders out a bit. You know, I used to be in a place where I'd clear all the emails and then I'd turn around, there's another 50 fucking emails there, right, in my inbox. It's like, ah! And now it's WhatsApp, right, as well. You know, it's like ping, 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 ping. Yeah, with the constant demands, wanting instant response, right? No boundaries, no standards, no honoring yourself. It's like, right? And having meetings all the time when I was in the corporate world, right? While the to-do list was just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I was like, you know? And I also, you know, the staff literally seems to hate you. Like, some of my staff literally seem to hate me. Like I've said, I was bullied as well, right? So it's lonely at the top, right? As they say, cliche as it is, but it is, right? And it doesn't mean we're like monster dragon people because we're at the top, right? But in some way, women at the top have had to endure this as well. And somehow your staff are creating more problems than solutions for you, right? Ever been in that situation? Always on the move in business globally. You know, seminars, calls, contracts, agreements, project managing, firefighting. In short, you're putting at least 200 people before yourself. Right? Who's guilty of that? I've been. Right? Who's guilty of that? Right? This is where we're talking about the truth, the vulnerability of, hey, this isn't okay for me. This is who I am. I don't even know if this is who I am. Right? And the standards and boundaries around that. Okay? That I was talking about at the beginning. And you know, it looks very glamorous on Facebook and looks really glamorous on whatever, LinkedIn. But in reality, you're tired and you're missing your kids, or you're missing fun, you're missing romance, or having a romantic relationship. Or if you've got a relationship, you're not actually enjoying that because you're just running around ragged, right? People pleasing. And you can't even attract a soulmate, okay? This is a reality. Or, you know, trying to compete with men, right? Trying to be seen, and, you know, if you're anything like me, working 10 times harder than them. And at the same time, having clients and even male colleagues, you know, in the corporate world, always, you know, trying to get in bed with you, right? Or just over that line, being blatantly sexist, and you're kind of, because you're either, if you pipe up about that, you're either being a problem, right? Or you're being a bitch, right? So finding that balance in the corporate world and gaining that respect, you know your boundaries, and they're so important, but they're so tiring, right? And you may have even tried on your journey to, like I did, change jobs, companies, you know, hoping that this would change things, right? That would make sense, because what's going on? Because I'm going to tell you what's going on, right? The invisible barrier, the one big thing we're going to cover today. But that doesn't have to happen, okay? You kind of go to this new job, or go to this new country, or go in this new this new relationship. And then what happens as a result of that is that somehow you wind up being treated the same and feeling down or feeling the same. Yeah, it makes no sense, right? You're like, hold on, I left that job, I got out of that toxic environment, I left that relationship, and now it's like fucking replay? What's going on with that? Or that client, and I got another client, it's replay? What's going on? Yeah? And you're really, you know, like I was, in need of me time, in need of you time. Yeah? However, you're not sure how to take your power back, right? It's been this way for so long, right? So you get the respect and you manage all the spinning plates. You're trying to get that respect in your life. And deep down, you just want to break free and run. You just want to break free and run, okay? Who wants that? Who's feeling like that at the moment? Who has felt like that in the past and has come through that, okay? Wherever you are in that journey, really acknowledge that for yourself today. Yet, you are convinced, right, that you're only successful because of your work ethic. And that you're very diligent and you're a very nice person, right? Not that you've actually got anything of value. That you're a complete fake, you're a complete imposter. And like, you don't want to do anything else because you could be found out. I was always worried about being found out. Yeah? So crazy that I actually thought that I was being employed because of that, and not because I was making these companies multiple millions of dollars for the work that I was doing. And then I thought I couldn't do that for myself. Utter rubbish, right? Like, you know, I did that, 5 figures in my first month, 6 figures in my first year and onwards, okay? And that's what I do for my clients now, okay? And this is where it starts. So this is step 1 really today, you know. There's lots of juice in here, so take lots of notes. And that kind of eats you up inside, this feeling, this fake imposter, you know, I'm going to get found out feeling, right? And that just has you work even harder, right? As if you're not working harder as it is. You end up working even harder. Your male counterparts do like 50 times less and get the promotion, or get more respect, or seem to not have the same anxiety, seem to not be working as hard. Because they're not, right? Because a lot of men have natural boundaries and standards. They have natural vulnerability. They're not that afraid of being who they are. They have a natural ability to self-love and say, hey, yeah, you know, that's what I need right now. That's what I'm going to do, right? They don't even think outside of that. They don't have loads of guilt around it. I'm not saying they don't at all, okay? Because obviously it's a massive generalization. But as a whole, okay? As a whole, it's harder for women, okay? Because of the way we're wired and for other reasons as well, okay? So my question to you, if you're feeling any of the above, first of all, acknowledge it. Are you feeling any of the above? Acknowledge it in the chat here, in the comments. Give me a yes or no. Yeah? It's my husband sneezing. Give me a yes or no, right? And feel it for yourself. And my question to you now, that's a lot, right? That's a lot to be enduring and living with. My question to you now is it time to stop? And I can't answer that question for you. Only you can, right? Only you can. Is it time to stop? Or would you feel like just a stop? So ask yourself these questions. This is how you're going to know if it's time for you to stop and make that transition. And to say yes to yourself in a way that you never have before. Okay? Ask yourself, am I tired of it all? Am I just so tired of it all? Yes or no? Do I know something is wrong, but I have no idea what to do about it? But I want out. Yes or no? Are you asking yourself the question, am I really meant to be here? Am I really meant to be doing this? Yes or no? Is this, are you asking yourself, is this it? I mean, that's what happened to me. I got to the top of the corporate ladder, fucking, you know, board of directors, top of my game, and I went, oh shit, is this it? I worked this hard for this? This is all life's got to offer me? Oh shit, I climbed up the wrong ladder, right? It wasn't my ladder, it wasn't my ladder. But I know how to be successful because I can climb up to a ladder that I don't even want to climb up. Through people pleasing. And I'm going to tell you why that happens, right? And it's okay. We don't have to get stuck in old decisions, right? We just need to know, am I feeling like this? Am I wanting to take radical responsibility for my happiness now and my financial future? Do I want to know how to do that? That's all we need to do today, okay? We want to take it step by step. You know, I climbed up the ladder that was my parents' ladder, my culture expectations, you know, and to prove myself to people. Look at me. And everyone was like, oh, she's so amazing. She's so successful. Look at her LinkedIn profile, you know, look at her, you know, doing this and speaking at conferences and whatever it may be, yeah? But inside, that's not how I was feeling. Like I told you, I was lonely, I was broken, I was exhausted, right? So are you feeling, is this it? Is this all life has to offer? And oh shit, I worked this hard for this and it doesn't feel that good. Even with the money that I'm earning, it doesn't feel that good. I feel like I'm an ungrateful bitch and I should somehow appreciate it more, but you're not ungrateful. There's nothing wrong with you, right? It's because you're here for something else, okay? You're on involvement, okay? And nothing is wasted. either, okay? And ask yourself, am I feeling guilt for not being with my kids, for not spending time with my partner, or whatever it may be, because I'm in this world of non-stop crazy shit, right? A slave to it. Yes or no? Am I working to live? Or am I living to work? So I'll say that again. Am I working to live, or am I living to work? And I was definitely living to work before. Now I work to live. I work, I live. I enjoy life, right? That's the point of working, right? And even my work isn't really work. And this is work, right? Officially. But I love it. It's joy to me. I love hanging out with you. You know, I'm so passionate and excited about liberating women across the world. And I want to spread this mission, right? And that's why I want you to share this and bring it into the group. And really allow people to have a safe space where we can become liberated and understand things that we can't see, things that are invisible to us, things that were invisible to me and are now visible to me. So I can help you with that as well, okay? And we can help each other out as well, right? We've all got something to offer. So am I working to live, or am I living to work? Am I feeling sad in my relationships? Am I feeling sad in my relationships? Yes or no? Am I even giving up on meeting someone to share all this flipping success with, right? What's the point of having all that success if you're not even enjoying it, right? That's like, what? That can't be right, right? Someone to share this with, like a soulmate. Yeah, are you giving up on that, or just feel like it will never happen for you? And all of these things are related, my loves, right? To making 5 figures in 30 days, believe it or not. It's not just about finding your gift and launching it. That's almost the easy bit. It's these bits that we need to address, okay? Because they're all related. And if you get on a call with me, that will make more sense. And I can also give you more information, okay, on how that works. Because for some that are new to this, it's like, what? This is different. Yeah. That's why it works. So or is my relationship in trouble? Am I losing it? Do I feel short-tempered as I'm just so tired and frayed? Yes or no? Feeling scared that it will end, or feeling like you just want to feel empowered enough to leave? Yeah? All right. So recognize all those feelings in yourself. How many came up for you? Right? How many were yeses? So the more yeses you had, this is water, by the way, it's not wine yet. But it'd be nice. Next time I might bring in a wine. So the more yeses you had, the better, really. And because that means we know what we need to change and what we need to work on, okay? And the good news is, and if you said yes, to I want to take radical responsibility for my happiness, and you said yes to I want to take radical responsibility for my financial future, and you said yes to these, then that's okay. That's perfect. Yeah, you're perfect to jump on a call and we can start that journey, okay? And have a breakthrough. The good news is, what I want you to know, okay, before you go, oh my God, I'm such a fuck up, oh, it's all me, right? The good news is, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Like it really isn't your fault. And I want you to get that. We are so self-punishing as women. Even if we act really tough on the outside, we're actually just being really self-punishing. Yeah? So you are not alone. And I can tell you that because I've got the inside track. I've worked with a lot of women, okay? Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. And I get the inside track. So you're not alone. Many women are feeling just like you, trapped in a cage, limiting themselves, yeah? Thinking that that's how they will get love, that's how they will get approval, right? But you're not getting that, right? Quite the opposite is true, right? And there is a reason why, right? There is nothing nothing wrong with you. Nothing at all. You don't need to go into therapy for 30 fucking odd years, okay? There is simple ways to move the debris out of the way so we can discover your gift and launch you, okay? So you can make 5 figures in 30 days. So you can transition from the corporate world, yeah, into your new business and life and lifestyle and relationships in 30 days. So you don't even have to take a dip in income. So you can maintain the same lifestyle, but just be much happier, right? And it starts with this. And it is collapsed. You know, what you would do 25 years in therapy, we're doing in a couple of hours, okay? So we're collapsing that. So if you're someone that wants to collapse that and shortcut that and do it in record time, and you're sick and tired and you're over it and you're ready, you're like, I'm ready, I want it to be radical, then you're in the right place, okay? Then definitely let's have a chat. Yeah, then you're my kind of lady, right? Because there's nothing wrong with you, right? So there is a root cause. There's a root cause. And I want you to write that down. There's a root cause that holds you back and stops you from seeing why you feel this way. And it's got the answer of how to change it fast. It's also got the answer of what your gift is. And when I say your gift, what to start your business in. So if you're in that space of, oh, I don't know, I'm trying to work out with my logical head what I should start a business in, right? Because I got these skills, I should probably do this, and this sounds logical, and this is theoretical, but I'm totally confused and I can't get clarity. This is why. Because the root cause also holds the key to that gift. So once that is remedied and removed and released, out comes the gift very quickly. And it is like, oh my God. And that's when you get the confidence, ladies. That's when the confidence clarity comes. It's like, boom, this is who I am. And it's a very cathartic experience. Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it is a cathartic experience, right? It's really facing yourself and birthing, right? It's like having a child, right? It's not like cozy, comfortable, those first couple of steps. They're the hardest steps, I guess. But they're still super fun because you're actually getting to know yourself, right? It's better than that Groundhog Day, right? Oh my God, here I go again, it's the rest of my life like this, So, and once you're past that, it's pure fucking joy. Pure fucking joy. When you're connected to how to magnetize, how to create things into your reality, how to understand, to create things, not just practically and strategically, yes, but through your mindset, through your emotions, and through strategy. In that order, actually, yeah? Because it is your mindset, is your thoughts that create your feelings, that create your reality. You are creating your reality right now with whatever is going on up here, okay? And that's what we're taking radical responsibility for. So there is nothing wrong with you. Good news, yay! Right, there's nothing wrong with you, okay? It's just about saying, yes, okay, I'm going to do something about that. There is a root cause that is holding you back. It stops you from seeing why you feel that way. And it's also got the answer of how to change it fast, which is the next step to get your gift, okay? You are being held back by those invisible barriers, okay? If you never uncover this, everything else you try to change is a waste of money and a waste of effort, okay? And it's surface level, so it's just not working. You may have tried other things, right? It feels like it would be a dream come true to you at the moment to have that kind of freedom, to feel empowered and liberated, and to find your inner gift and make a fantastic income from it fast. 5 figures in 30 days, right? That's what we're doing. So you can thrive in your own business and your life, right? It feels like that now. And it's because this root cause is in the way. It comes from your past, your culture, your experiences, and it comes from societal wounds and beliefs, things that are just not true, self-sabotaging beliefs that are not true. And even further back than that, our lineage, our ancestry, it comes from there as well, right? And it's coming with us. And so we're carrying this stuff, at least 20 back, that doesn't even belong to us. Hi, Seema. Nice to see you here. Massive welcome, darling. I'm so glad to have you here. We're just wrapping up this webinar, 30K sorry, not 30K. What am I saying? 5 figures. It might be 30K, right? It is for some, for sure. 5 figures in 30 days, okay? So that's the truth of it. But it doesn't mean we're going to dwell on it for ages and ages and ages, because obviously we're going for 5 figures in 30 days. So this is a beautiful way of identifying that, releasing it. And not only are you going to get results in your business, right? Or create a business and launch it and go into 5 figures consistently, and then for that to become automatic and then grow even further from there, your whole life is going to improve. Your health, your relationships, yeah? Relationships and money are related. There's a whole piece on that inside the program. All of this is inside the program, okay? And the only way you're going to know that if that's right for you is to jump on a call. And of course, you have that bonus bonanza today. So I'm super, super, super excited to open that up for the next 24 hours, and then it will close again, okay? So I'm going to keep it open for 24 hours. And then it will close again, okay, until next week when we do another webinar, and then I may have something else for you, or I may open the same bonus bonanza up for you, okay? Or I may not, right? So just really decide for yourself, okay? Sorry, where was I? I go off. So you are being held back by these invisible barriers. If you never uncover this, everything you try to change will be a waste of money, or you would just stay stuck. You can't sort of progress from there, okay? You can't grow. So it feels like it would be a dream come true to get to there. And it maybe feels like not a reality, but let me tell you, it is a reality. And I will show you exactly how to do that and personalize that to you on the call, so you can have your own personal breakthrough, complimentary, okay? So you can really thrive in your business and life, right? This is not about, are you just surviving? Right? Life isn't just about surviving, right? It's about thriving, all right? Really thriving in that. Even if that feels unimaginable right now to you. But the answers to the questions were, yes, I'm ready to take radical responsibility for my happiness. Yes, I'm ready to take radical responsibility for my financial future. And yes, right, I would love the bonus bonanza, right, of the standards and boundaries to create fast cash to freedom in 30 days ebook, and a banging powerful video training that goes along with that, worth well over $500, yeah, is yours when you book that call. Or if you're not ready to book that call, then go ahead and invite 10 women you know into the group, and just let me know who you've invited, because we want to spread this message and get as many women collaborating, as many women hearing this as possible, okay? So I want to reward that as well, okay? So you also get it for that. Let me have your questions if you have any. I'm just about to start wrapping up, okay? So to finish on, inside of the Fast Cash to Freedom program is where you're going to learn how exactly this is done. Your first step is being here. Your second step is getting on that call and seeing, you know, if I can help you. Can I help you, right? And maybe I can't, maybe I can, okay? Either is okay. You're still going to have a massive breakthrough, right? The group is here to teach you this stuff, okay? How to identify that root cause, clear those mindset blocks, how to get that liberation, right, in all areas of your life, for extreme joy, wealth, and romance. All of them, not one or the other, right? That's just a job, right? That's what we've done before. That's not it, okay? How to get cash flow without a dip in income for even 1 month, okay? From your inner gift, right? And really, for those that is relevant to you that are making that transition, this is the best time to do it. Some of us make that transition and make tons of mistakes, and if you have, that's okay, you can still get in touch, right? But if you're at the transition point, 3 things that you have to know before you leave your job, okay? I will tell you that on the call, personal to you, okay? And the 3 mistakes to avoid, personal to you. And the way I know it's 3, because they're generally very common and universal, okay? But I do have the super gift or the superpower of being able to read energy, okay? Some people say I'm psychic, and I can read you and be like, oh my God, right? So So that's really important. And just to wrap up, you know, I just want you to know, like, I'm really passionate about this. I'm really excited. I can't wait to do this with you. I want you to really run and fly, and not feel like you're being invisibly bound. You know, it's like, you know, but, and you know what? You're going to get that exact system and the inner work secrets personalized to you. So if you want to do that in record time, you're going to get that in the call, just me and you. It's a safe and free space for now, okay? And much more, okay? So this is for the women out there that are either considering starting a business, have started a business, and wanting to create a lifestyle and relationships they love, and aspire to business success, at least 5 figures, okay? Month, and at least 6 figures a year, okay? That's who it's for. Women that are ready to say radically yes to their happiness and taking responsibility for that. Radically yes to taking responsibility for their financial future and saying yes to that, and open to, you know, investing in themselves and saying yes to themselves, like I did, because that's what it takes, okay? And understanding that fortune favors the brave, okay? And being more addicted to their growth than their excuses, right? And if you felt any of those things, going, great, that's good news. Well, I want to get past feeling those things, okay? And that's why I'm getting on the call. I'm not going to get on the call once I feel better. That's not the point, right? And it doesn't work, okay? So that's what it's for. So if that is you, book yourself a call. You will get the bonus bonanza of the standards and boundaries related to how to create fast cash in 30 days, and the video training that goes along with that as well. When you book that call and we have the call, you will get that bonanza. You will also get it if you invite 10 women into the group and you let me know which 10 women that you invited, because you're spreading the love and the liberation, and you're collaborating, and we're bringing people together, which is great. And if that is you, I will see you inside one of those calls. I look forward to that. Until then, I look forward to seeing you again on this group. So my name is Anita Gosal. If you don't know who I am and you missed the beginning, I say a little bit more about myself then. The Liberation Money Coach. So thank you so freaking much for being here. I really value your time. Now is the time you decide, what is the one action? What is the one thing I'm going to do as a result of what I've heard today? What is the one big shift that I've had? What is the biggest takeaway? And please share that with me in the comments. Sharing, there's a lot of collective power in that energetically as well, okay? And I want to support you, and everybody wants to support you here, okay? And I'm guarding that fiercely. You're in a safe, private space. So let me say a big shout out to Janet. Thank you for being here. Big shout out to Emily. Thank you for being here. To Anjana, thank you for being here. Ida, Raquel, Sharon, thank you for being here, my love. Queen, what a cool name. Love it. Sima. I love that name, Sima. I know we've been in touch. I'd love to talk to you as well, darling. Thank you so much for being here. If you're catching the replay, it will be up straight away and you can watch it from the beginning. Please give me a hashtag replay and put in your questions and your openings, and I'm here for you. I love you so much. Mwah. See you next time. Bye.